88 Films.
We are back.
Bueno.
Sound the thing. Do it, do it.
Go ahead, pa.
Come on, pa. Just once, though. All right. All right,
got
back.
What's going on?
Not much. Another day, another dollar, another pod,
Another week.
another week.
Hopefully it's cooler now because it's been hot.
Yeah, it's been super hot. Kind of over it, but not really. It's fine.
I miss wearing pants. I hate wearing shorts, but here we are.
Here we are. Today's topic, I guess, is, according to Rob, consistency. Being consistent, it's hard.
It is.
I feel like a lot of people don't get how hard it is in a way. And also like locking in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sometimes when it's not, like I would say it's not paying off.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it could get like, fuck, is this even worth it? Blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of like it's there, you know, if you're consistent and continue to be consistent, it'll pay off. It might not be as fast as some people want, but it'll pay off, you know? Like everything. It's like kind of like working out. Like if you keep putting in work, eating good, the results will come.
Yeah. The workout analogy, first 2 weeks, the worst weeks.
Even that, like I was reading some shit that like it takes like 12 weeks to actually see something.
Yeah.
Where like you see a different cut in your body and all that stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But I was talking to Matt about that the other day, and he was talking to me about he's just like, oh, like how if you could have time off, how fast can you get like a six pack? And I was like, bro, I have abs, I just don't have them defined.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, but if I was like, let's say a fucking movie star or something and I got paid for it, I told him, I was like, and I didn't have the 9 to 5 stress,
Yeah.
which is technically what we have in a way.
We're closed.
I told him, I was just like, if I was consistent, you know, worked out, napped, like did everything that I had to do minus having the stress of a 9 to 5 in a way. I was just like, I think a couple months, you know, like I'd be, and it just started getting me thinking of like consistency, because I feel like I go to the gym and all that stuff, but you still need breaks when you're like, I'm not gonna go to the gym today, I'm gonna just rest. But sometimes to me, like going to work out is just a wake up, you know. It's like
Same.
it's not even the fact that I need to go work out. I just need to like sweat a little.
Get the day started.
Because
I've
done days where like Saturday is my day off from the gym, and I just don't feel awake. Like when I get to work, even full coffee, full rest technically, like I get here and I'm just like, fuck, I'm fucking lazy.
That was me yesterday because I didn't do nothing in the morning. I just slept in and I just felt like, that's why even on sometimes on my off days my off gym days, instead of if I don't go to the gym and I wake up early and I'm not like doing anything, I'll go for a run to like kind of get my body going.
Yeah, I think now I just go and sit on the bike and just do the bike for like 25 minutes. Even though it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything, it still just kind of gets my blood flowing.
Yeah. No, it's important.
But yeah, I mean, being consistent with the shop is, you know, there's days where it's slow. And again, like, I don't really look at them like, fuck, we had a bad day. I think about it. I'm like, oh, you know, easy day. That's the way I see it now. Like, I'm just like, oh, easy day today. Because there is days where we're like fucking busy and I'm just like, fuck, we're slammed.
It balances out where like the one day might be a downtime day, but then everybody pulls up the next day or whatever like that.
Yeah, or you just get a good product, you know, the next day is going to be good, because obviously with online and everything, it helps, you know. Like I feel like same thing. Like I feel like we've been consistent where the shop evolves slowly, and it's kind of like, all right, cool, we're learning as we go.
Yeah, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, or even trying things out and it working out for a while, but then it stops working out, so you got to do something else.
Yeah, like for example, we didn't have a web store when we opened.
Yeah.
Cool. We were doing, we were selling stuff by request.
Yeah, just based on if you hit us in the DMs.
Yeah. And then, but obviously not everybody knows that. So then now we're like, all right, full website, same thing, boom, cool. And then in-store pickup.
Yeah.
Like there's so many like little things that we keep adding to the store, and I feel like it's always just messing around, or even just having the downtime to mess around with the website
Trial
just
and
because
error.
at the end of the day, like I always tell people, I'm like, I went to my homie's store in New York and I saw his whole operation, and there were so many people sitting in this thing where I was just like, yo, this shit looks like insane. But he was just like, oh, I'm inputting, this person's tagging, this person's picturing, this person's doing this, this person's doing that.
Everybody was serving a purpose.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just did this shit myself with DC. Like, that's the team, you know, like as I'm like of doing the actual back end.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know how you do it, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I could do this shit. But again, it's like, to me, I've been doing it for so long that it's just like the back of my hand where I'm just like, I could do it without looking.
Yeah, it's kind of like second nature in a way.
Yeah.
To where even where we do stuff, we might not even realize we're doing it, but it's like, oh, it's just part of the flow of the day, and it keeps the day going too. And also, like, I don't know, for me, I love the motions of it all because it also keeps me stimulated and makes me feel like, fuck, like I'm not just doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just completely tripping out. Like, they literally had a person for every single thing. And I was just like,
Damn.
so it's like, damn, it's deep. But I get it, you know, but.
No, yeah, especially, I mean, in some cases, like if it makes the workflow more efficient for you, everybody has their own style of doing things. So,
Yeah.
So that works for them. But yeah, nah, I think sometimes not that we need it, but we like don't give ourselves the credit of like, oh shit, we actually do a lot. We just are so used to it so it may not seem it that day or at some times, but even just the consistency of doing everything that we do, like even coming today where technically it's our off day, but we're filming a podcast. You know what I mean?
It's just, I think everything helps. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand is like, you have to do everything. Yeah. You can't just like rely on one thing and think like, all right, this is going to work out, because it's called adaptation. And I feel like we have learned how to adapt to different situations. Like we always talk about how like the synchro market changes. We're selling shoes that we didn't think we would sell in 2014, 2015, 2016, whatever's.
Yeah, or even almost being here 3 years now. You could take a picture of from when we first opened what the walls look like to what the walls look like now. You're going to see a lot of different product. Besides the fact that obviously we bought from different people throughout the years based on what the market is now, different things are selling, and the demand is different than it was during that time. Yeah,
or we're buying stuff that we probably would be like, I don't think we have the market for that.
Yeah.
But then now that we have a whole website and all that stuff, is different people looking at it. So we're selling different items that we were a year ago, 2 years ago, vice versa.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, yeah, I mean, even just perfect example, never would I have thought opening even, which is not that long ago, it feels, would we be selling as many ASICs as we do now?
Yeah, we sell ASICs up the ass.
Yeah, it's one of our better sellers at this point in time.
And I feel like we price them really fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also giving people access that are looking for them that may not know where to find them.
Yeah, because we did that big sale a couple months ago now. And same thing, like let's say ASICs market crashes, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it, we got to fire sell these things, you know, not to get stuck with them. But I think they sell so well because we price them so well that we don't have that problem. But for example, when Dunks reached the all-time high, we ended up getting stuck with a lot of Dunks and Jordan 1s, where it was just like, the fuck do we do with these shits?
Yeah.
So I literally was like, you know what, I'm just going to blow them out. That's going to give people a chance that were like, damn, I wanted them when they were 300 or buy them for $60.
Yeah, and that makes a difference where even if at the time it may seem like, oh, we're taking an L, we're really not, in the sense of like we're making people happy and we're getting rid of stuff that we could start putting towards other things.
Yeah.
So it's just keeping the ball rolling.
Yeah, just talking about how like last episode 2 episodes ago where I talked about like when we sell our merch, that money goes into shoes, clothes, blah, blah, blah. Like it's never ending.
Yeah.
And I think that's always the hard part where like you can't celebrate a win right now because you always have to do the next thing. Like right now I'm just like, oh shit, we're almost all out of hats.
Yeah, so what's next? So
I'm like, all right, cool, drop another hat or do something else. And it's hard. Even the Brian tee, the Fast and the Furious tee, I was like, I even said it, like I was kind of done doing like referencing stuff. But then a homie just reached out to me and was like, yo, like I love your movie tees, blah, blah, blah. It's one person. I was like, fuck it. I'll make a movie tee.
Yeah. No, people do fuck with it heavy.
But But yeah, it's just like, again, like nothing. A lot of people always like contradict it, and I think I do it myself. But it's like everything is an inspiration from something, you know. Like for example, Fast and Furious. Yes, it's a movie. It's somebody else's thing. But in my head, I'm like, have you seen this shirt before? You know, like.
Yeah, and it's also
It's an iteration of the original idea. It's like, how can you do something on your own way? Like, it's your own twist. Everything I feel like now it's gonna be your own twist of something.
yeah, and you don't know who relates to that too.
Yeah.
So when people see it and they feel that connection too, or like, oh shit, I also remember having these memories with this movie. It's just like we do with a pair of shoes.
Yeah, and same thing. That tee, I didn't realize how low we were on tees, like merch tees. I was like, fuck, like.
Yeah, the Hello Tea went in like a week.
I was like, all right, fuck it, I gotta drop it. Even though I was supposed to drop this like a week ago now, I dropped it 3 weeks ago because we were so low on tees. Same thing with hats. Like I feel like by the time this episode airs, there'll be another hat out.
Yeah. Yeah, because the ones that we're wearing right now, there's 2 left.
Yeah, there's already 2 left, and I think this is one of our bigger releases I've done, and everybody fucks with it. I'm telling you, like I saw that guy at Luke's that was mad picky.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh, I love your hat." And in my head, I was like, "If it like this guy that's like a fashion nerd, like no disrespect, just like he's like really into it, like likes it,
student,
yeah." Like I was just like, "Oh, it's a good hat then." Like even though I knew it was a good hat, I just kind of like, "Oh, sick."
Yeah. On Saturday, I went to Saks. They took over the old Barney's, and I was walking by the LV section they had in there, and one of the employees, literally, I was wearing the hat, and he was like, "Yo, that's a Syndicate hat. That's fucking dope. I have the same hat." And I was just like, "Sick. That's dope, bro. I fuck with that." And then just kept pushing. But it's just dope to see, like, even just like being out in the wild, people fucking noticing it, and like they feel like, oh shit, they know what I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, like I feel like Syndicate is like it's a if you know, you know. But I feel like if you like, let's say you buy a hat, this other person buys a hat, they feel like they could relate to you in a bit, like in a way.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we have something in common.
Yeah, like there's personal interest, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, it's just like knowing how to adapt and knowing when to let go of things. Like same thing. Luke was talking about how like that kid was telling him do a personal archive, blah blah blah, and Luke's like, bro, I just want to sell this shit. And I get it, you know. Same here, you know. Like I rather have somebody have access to it instantly than being like, oh, like gatekeep it in a way.
And and sometimes when you do that, it's kind of like you're saving the product for like a certain clientele, when in reality, like, bro, everything's for everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, first come, first serve, DMs, buy it online. Like, I feel like the in-store pickup thing is really good because now, after a certain amount of time where like it's available, we drop it online. Now it's free game for everybody. Because before it was kind of per request. And then sometimes somebody would snatch it off the person that we send it to, and it was just like a big headache. So then now it's just like, all right, cool. If it sits for how, like, it's just every product varies.
yeah,
There's a product that we drop for $100 that's supposed to be a $400 shoe. I'm gonna let it sit the whole day. You know, I'm not gonna send the link out right away because I'm just like, this will sell no matter what.
yeah, and it's still like giving people the chance to pull up first.
Yeah, it's like kind of like when we drop like dollar shoes and people are like, "Oh, put it online." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna fucking ship this shoe. You know, it's gonna cost me more money to ship the shoe than fucking than make the dollar. You know." And it's not even about making the dollar, but I'd rather have that one person. Like I had Edwards.
Yeah, he had Ants. It's his birthday today. Well,
and 2 weeks ago.
the 20. He's turned 23.
But yeah, to me, it's just like I'd rather have a neighborhood kid run in and be like, "Oh, I got the shoe for $1 at Syndicate." Let him do whatever he wants. Then there's people in the comments be like, "Oh, he's gonna resell them." I'm like, bro, I don't care. Like, dude, somebody gave it to us to bless somebody else.
Yeah,
That's one thing that people don't understand. It's like a lot of these shoes that we're giving out, it's like the community knows that I would say we do good. So they're like, "Oh, okay, you took all my shit, but you passed on this, you could just have it." And I know you're not gonna put it for market. You're gonna put it for $1, $10, push-ups, something. You know, that you're gonna give back. And I'm like, yeah, there's no point.
Yeah, it's just keeping everybody involved, and you don't know how, even like, let's say somebody takes something and they sell it, that might help them in a way that they didn't have before. So like that matters too. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, all the time. But yeah, I mean, I think it's always finding a way to have fun too at the store, where it's like not just like we're robots, blah blah blah. Like, there's always something going on in the store. I feel like it's never a dull moment.
Yeah, nah, and even like when people pull up, like it's cool to see. I mean, people love seeing the reels and never knowing what they're gonna see or who they're gonna see.
Yeah, or the product that comes in. I feel like a lot of people are always hyped to see what we get in.
Yeah,
Because we do take a little bit of everything where it's just like, oh shit, this came in. Oh shit, this came in. So that's why even like, I feel like lately we've been posting a lot of like crazier like designer stuff.
oh yeah, for sure.
But people fucking buy that shit. Like but again, we don't fucking tax on it. I think we sold 2 Louis Carpenters in the last month for $1,400, and I think the retail was what, 2,500.
Yeah, so you're able to get it at a margin of the price, and it's still accessible.
Yeah, and I think that's always cool. You know, like having a good variety of clothes, good variety of sneakers.
Yeah,
And
it's indirectly like a one-stop shop.
yeah. But yeah, I don't even know what's next though. I feel like we're dropping a new hat. Well, it'll be out by now. But yeah, it gets kind of hard. But like at the end of the day, like the proof is in the pudding in a way, where we're like, all right, cool. I remember sales from the first year where we were just like, fuck, not fuck, but we were just like, okay, cool. Like this was considered a good day then, and then now it's like that is considered a very bad day now.
Yeah.
Like we were like, oh shit, like we didn't do shit today.
Even just like the amount of people that would come in foot traffic wise.
Yeah, there would be days where we would see 10 customers.
Yeah. And it's just people walking by based on the restaurant. It wasn't even because they knew we were here or anything.
Yeah, and I feel like now it's becoming a destination where people are like, I know that I'm going to buy something or sell something.
Yeah.
And I think that always sucks too. I hate when people, I don't hate it obviously, but like I hate when people come in and again, they just think like, oh, I can't DM because most stores don't answer DMs.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then they come with stuff that we don't want or that we just fire sold. And I'm just like, bro, you could have just DM'd us. This would have been so easy. And he's like, oh, word, I can do that. And I'm like, yeah, bro, whatever you need, just DM us. Because if I could save you the time,
why not?
Why not? Because like it happens pretty often where people bring in just stuff where I'm just like, bro, I can't do anything with this. But if you would have sent us a DM, I would have told you that exactly what I told you in person via DM, and you would have been like, all right, bet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because at the end of the day, like we respect people's time, like, and we want them to like come, obviously, but we don't want you to just come for no reason or feel like, oh shit, like damn, why'd they tell me to come here, or why'd I come here if y'all not even gonna be interested in what I got?
No, yeah, because some people do bring in stuff, and I'm just like, and you know that's always the worst too. Like again, no shade. But like when stores send them here, they're like, "Oh, Syndicate will probably take it," and they're sending like bad shoes. I'll be like, "Bro, like, come on, like, why did you waste this person's time? Like, it's like stuff that like Nike don't even want back, you know? Like, but so sometimes people come here and they're like, "Yo, you know where I can sell these?" I'm like, "Look, bro, no, like, I'm not gonna send you to other stores because they're not gonna take it."
Yeah,
sometimes it's harsh, but you know, you're being real with them. Like, it happens a lot where people are like, yo, you think I could go to Melrose? And I'm like, look, bro, honestly, they ain't gonna buy these shits. Like, they're not.
Just the same thing, even just keeping it a buck, where you send them to the stores you don't want to send them to, like, no disrespect to them, like the Second Streets, Buffalo Exchange, where it's like, if you just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I was literally saying, like, yo, if you want something, go to Second Street, go to Buffalo Exchange, because it's so bad that, like, it's a shoe that it has no market, or it's not a resellable shoe. It's an old runner, you know, or it's something, but it's just like, I'd rather tell you, don't go here, or be like, hey, bro, nobody's gonna buy this.
Yeah.
Like, because it's happened here where like somebody will come and they're like, oh, I was on Melrose and they told me to come here, that you guys will for sure buy these, and I was just like, sick. I was like, but I'm sorry, can't buy them.
Yeah.
And I was like, next time just DM us, blah blah blah.
For sure. Yeah, because we appreciate the references and everything, and people sending people our way, because we do the same thing, but not like we also have our limits, or like just stuff we can't move. And it's kind of
like knowing too, like for example, Riff.
Yeah.
Down the street, some people with high ticket items that are like too high, I'll literally be like, go to Riff, but they're probably not gonna buy them. They're gonna make you do consignment. But I always tell them, like, instead of having them at home chilling in the closet, just leave them at Riff. Better chance of selling, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell them that because I know how the way that store works. You know, like, yeah, they'll buy it if they want it, but most of the time it's consignment. So just me kind of knowing that and knowing where to send people, I'm just like, all right, this might do better here. This might do better there. But if it's something completely bad, I just literally be like, no, bro, nobody wants it.
Yeah, your best bet.
Like some guy brought like camel Air Forces, like with orange. Like I don't even know what they were, and they're like, yeah, they told me that you guys were for sure buy them, and I'll just literally be like,
shit.
no, I like cannot buy these. Sorry. And then
That's kind of a troll. No cap.
yeah, so I almost felt like damn, like
we also just don't buy anything.
yeah,
we have a great selection, but it don't mean that we don't like. We just take whatever either.
yeah. I'd rather tell you like, nah, nobody's gonna buy this shit.
Yeah.
But I think that's also helped us a lot too, just being very open about the way we do business.
Yeah, there's nothing to hide, and even like the thing where like before, even in the past, where you've said like, oh, like you're giving sauce and everything, and it's like yes and no, because if it were that easy, everybody would do it. Like not everybody has the drive and like the will to be the consistent person to keep it going, especially if something doesn't go well, because sometimes we get discouraged, like, oh shit, like we talk about certain drops that didn't do as well, like, and not everybody can handle that.
But I feel like the sneaker game, it's like for a lot of people that don't know and they just think like, oh, sneakers, money, blah blah blah. It's like it's not that, it's a lifestyle, you know. Like I think like having a new pair of shoes to me is sick. Having a new pair of denim that sits well with jeans, with shoes, like to me it's just a way of living. It's not, oh, let me fucking sell shoes because I don't want a regular job, you know. Like I always tell people, I'm like, yo, if this shit went to shit, I'd be applying everywhere right away. I have no shame like in working an office job, in fucking being a bartender, and fucking, you know, applying for fire department. Because some people, you know, it's an ego hit. Some people don't want to do that, you know. Like I have some of my friends that always hit me up for jobs, and I'm like, bro, like, no, you know, like I can't. As fucked up as it sounds, like, you know, like you need to grow up. You can't always depend on somebody to be like, yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, it's like a indirect bailout. Sometimes when you fall, you kind of need to pick yourself up.
Yeah, and it's just like I always tell him like, yo, like, one of my good friends, he's getting a pretty good city job.
Oh, nice.
And he's having trouble like leaving the sneaker game, and I'm like, look, bro, the city job, COVID hit, whatever's blah blah blah, you're still gonna have the city job.
Yeah.
And I was just like, we were closed.
Yeah.
I was like, think about that. I was just like, we were closed. We couldn't sell shoes. We couldn't do shit. I was like, those people that were working the city jobs, they were still working the city job.
Yeah. That's
and then he said, yeah, but I love shoes. And I was just like, bro, just get the city job.
Be there.
They'll be there, you know? Like, and you probably will make more money in the long run that you could buy whatever the fuck you want. Fuck the discount. I was like, you already know all the people at the stores. You're set. That's how I tell some people that ask me for jobs. And I'm like, bro, you already have the privilege of an employee by being a store homie.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to work at the sneaker store. Like, why deal with that headache? You know, I'm not a fun person to work with. You know, like, it's better for you to remain a shop homie than be an employee. That happened to me all the time around too, where I was straight up tell like shop homies, I'm like, I don't want you to work here.
Yeah.
And I was like, because you won't like. Our relationship will like change.
Not everybody knows how to differentiate being an employee and being a shop homie, or all right now it's time for work, so we don't gotta converse or like chill, you know what I mean? Like there's a time to have certain things on and off, and like not everybody could differentiate the difference. Like it's nothing personal. It's just like right now it's work time, not chill and talk or do whatever time, or oh, that's my homie, I don't gotta do certain things or like move a certain way. And it's like, bro, like if we do it, how does employees not be able to do it, you know? I think leading by example is important too, and I don't think there's ever a time where you see us not doing what we need to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shit's gonna get done no matter what.
So that's another thing too. But yeah, like if you're a shop homie, like bro, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like a lot of people always ask me that question, like, what would you do if shit went left? And I'm like, bro, I'll be the first person applying everywhere, you know? Like I'm a smart person. I'm handy, you know, like, and I don't like, I don't mind starting from the ground up again.
Yeah.
Like if I take a position and it's like fucking retail sales, I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll be fucking manager in a couple months. Like stuff like that. Like if some people are like, nah, I was a manager, so I want to be a manager. And I was just like, bro, like I get it, but there's nothing wrong with going up. Like there's nothing wrong with like getting a paycheck. Like there's literally nothing wrong with it. Like that always happens too. Like I feel like a lot of people always have like that. Oh, I'm too cool to do this, and it's like, bro, it's making money, bro. I'm never too cool to make money somehow, some way. But again, I think that's always happened with me, where like in the summer in high school, I would work a sheet metal job with my uncles. Nobody would see me the whole summer, or we were in Southeast LA. We were like track, so we'd get like 2 months, 3 months off, whatever. So, but on my time, I would work from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays during vacation, and nobody would see me. But guess what? I was fucking working, making $600-$700 a week for being a 15, 16-year-old. Fucking lit, Yeah. But same thing. Like sometimes I would see friends, and I was never too cool to fucking like. I would be out with my uncles on lunch break, and I would see some of like my friends. And I would never be, like, ashamed to see them. I'm like, bro, I'm working, Like, yeah, I'm fucking dirty, sweaty. I was just like, I'm getting paid,
No, facts. Yeah, I mean, even just being here, even starting here, bro, we started brand new again. It wasn't like just because we've been doing this for X amount of years, it meant nothing as soon as these doors open.
Yeah, I think that's what the thing I always tell people, like, it's always hard being consistent, and even if you already have a brand name for yourself, you're still starting from ground zero. And I feel like a lot of people want to know that you're going to stay to invest.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like I always tell people, like your initial launch, you're going to do well because it's the support. But your second one, your third one, you have to continue being consistent for people to want to invest and be like, okay, why do I want all this Cindy stuff in my closet?
Yeah.
Because you got to think about it. Like, let's say we would have only been open a year. The people that had that fucking first Cindy drop or 2 Cindy drops, they'd be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
But then now it's like, oh shit, like it's a community. They feel part of it.
Like people that have that and they wear it and they're like, oh shit, like where'd you get that or how'd you get that?
Yeah, because it happens all the time here too, where like we said it in previous podcasts that people seeing us wearing an old ass shirt. When is that dropping? I'm like, bro, it should drop years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But yeah, consistency is so hard, and sometimes when it's not paying off, you might want to give up. But trust me, if you are consistent and put in the work every day, it'll pay off, some way, somehow. You just gotta work.
Gotta work. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta put the priorities first too. Like bills always gotta be paid.
Yeah, and I think that's like I think me. Now, like when people ask me, I always make that stupid joke about like, oh, I enjoy my apartment and I enjoy my car, because at the end of the day, that is me spending money on something, like that's what I really spend money on, like those 2 things, my apartment and my car, and everything else. I'm just like, I don't really need anything,
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, and that's the whole point of like, we work so we can enjoy our life, not just to work. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and also finding a work-life balance. Me and Luke were just actually talking about that. Because they were asking me, they're like, oh, like on your days off, do you go to the shop? And I was like, never. And I was just like, hardly ever. Like here and there, maybe for a drop, maybe if a package came, but not like we laughed at it because we're like, at round 2, you could never stay away. At round 2, I was at the shop every day.
yeah,
literally
your
every
off
day.
Days, you just
like
pull up.
just watching everything happen.
Yeah.
And I think why I was so locked in back in the day was because it wasn't mine. Like at round 2, I was just like, fuck, Chris, Sean, and Luke gotta break bread, so I gotta make sure these motherfuckers are holding it down while I'm not there. And I would come in and help with end of the day, blah, blah, blah. Like all this shit, I was so hands-on. But now that it's mine, I'm just like, DC got it. Like whatever, it's fine. But back in the day, when like let's say towards the end of round 2, I had to make sure Demo was doing his job. I had to make sure Nelson and everybody, like I had to like make sure that the store was doing fine. Even though it was probably going to do fine, I just couldn't like.
You think it's like a indirect like feeling of security, like fuck, like because I don't know how things are when I'm not there.
Not even that. It's just, I just felt like since it wasn't mine, I had to make sure it was on point.
That's what I mean. Like, as in, like, how can I word this? Like, because it wasn't yours, you wanted to make sure that it was always good because you were the one that like oversaw it all, to where there's like a different security knowing that it's yours, because like obviously like going back to like that where it's like, okay, I don't come in on my off days really either unless I need to pick some shit up either, because the trust is there for you, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Where like if something were to happen, you were liable, so it falls on you, you know what I mean, from them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Because
Yeah.
even like, for example, like the round 2 bank runs,
Yeah.
I feel like those shits were so crucial
Yeah.
because we would deal with a lot of cash back then.
Yeah, facts.
And sometimes the bank wasn't closed on Sunday, and
Yeah.
I would Saturday night, I would get the deposit, and sometimes those deposits, bro, would fucking be insane, like 20, 25 bands of cash.
Yeah, it was tricky,
And
especially EDD days.
and then same thing, especially post like quarantine.
yeah,
The next day, Sunday, I didn't work Sundays. Dima was there, and I'll literally be like, I'm leaving all this. And then he was like, what? And I was like, spend it all.
yeah,
So I would just take the deposit and use it as the bank run. So the next day, the bank run would be 25K. And I was like, just make sure you spend all the bread. So it was just like, but again, all this stuff was, I had to send the end of the day report. I had to, like, everything had to match up, you know? But round 2 trusted me with that, where they're like, yeah, this, like, the deposits are going in when they need to, but then when he does something like that, he'll put that he spent all the bread, and obviously the sheet will be there and everything.
yeah. We had the buy sheet, and even the Instagram was another way to tell, because you see the product on the feed, so it's like, okay, that's where the money is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and same thing, like the trust for me to give Dima 25 bands,
Yeah,
it had to be like next level, you know? Like, oh, here, just make sure it gets spent well. No fakes, no nothing, you know?
yeah. Like the store's actually being able to turn the profit.
Yeah, but
Would you spend it?
yeah, bro, you got to think about it. We spent,
The intake over there was different just because of the foot traffic too.
and what people don't remember is like we were intaking for round 2 for myself, for D1, or for at that point Myths. They weren't D1 yet, but
Yeah.
the round 2 intake was crazy, bro. Like it was like,
Easily could spend 50K in a day in that location,
yeah,
buying
Like-
off of all the bodies that came in,
yeah,
because it was that much product and that much turnaround.
yeah. It was post quarantine round 2 is literally like an era that will never be recreated. Where I was just like, I remember thinking about it, I was like, fuck, like there was so much fucking money circulating in that store that it was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, take a little break. We'll get back to it. All right, we're back. Bueno, second half of the episode.
Yeah. Consistency.
It's hard being consistent.
It's very hard because there's days where you don't feel 100%, whether it's mentally, physically, both. But you got to push through. But also being able to have people around you that you trust to pick up when maybe you're not at your best. That's another thing that's important. Because as much as we want to do everything by ourselves, sometimes we can't. And it's important to have people that you could trust to pick up, or vice versa. They could pick up after you when you may not be all the way there and shit too, you know?
Yeah, that's why also another thing that like yesterday, well now, not this episode, but when I was with Luke, we were just talking about expansion, and I was just like, bro, I don't think I can do it. And he was just like, why not? And I was just like, it's hard.
Yeah, and understanding not to spread yourself too thin.
Yeah, I told him, like, I just don't see it making sense. I was like, relocation, yes, but still not even that. I just told him, I was like, bro, Chinatown's too, like, it's too sweet, you know? Like,
It's a cheat code in a way.
yeah, it's like its own little cheat code. We're far away from everything. You wouldn't expect a sneaker store like this to be in Chinatown. And the community, again, like, they've embraced us. They fuck with us. I mean, some do, some don't, but, you know, vice versa. But even, like, just the kids that live around here, they love being so close to us, you know? They come for steals. They fucking, anytime we post, like, they buy merch and stuff like that, you know? Like, they feel a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always good. even like the hoops and the track club, like it's all about consistency. You know, some days I'm just like, fuck, I gotta go run today. But like now I'm just like, oh, Mondays is like my track day. You know, like that's like no matter what, like it's part of it. People like it. I recently just found out that people charge for run clubs.
Word?
Yeah, like some run clubs charge.
What?
Somebody DM'd the store page, well, the Instagram, the Cindy Fit, and they're like, yo, like, what's the fee? And I was just like, huh? And then Ron, Childish Ron, he hit me up and he was just like, yo, like, this run club charges, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, honestly, bro.
Damn, that's the finesse. I didn't know that.
I was just like, I would feel weird. So, like, for example, let's say we did charge.
Yeah.
Let's say people are like, oh, Briss and Gons are probably making all the bread. I would feel weird knowing that some people are in there probably being like 60 people, $40-$30. So I was like, just do the math, you know? Like,
yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't feel right, you know? Like, and I made the joke to Ron, and I was just like, bro, I'll never charge, and we give shit away. You know, like, it's all promo. It's all like part of the community. But finding that out that like some run clubs charge,
that's interesting.
it's interesting. And then I brought it up to Gonzo, and we were just talking about how like, all right, cool, you know, like we do like circuits, we do like different types of workouts. He's like, some places that do charge, you just go on a little jog for 3 miles and that's it. You know, here if you really take it serious, like I feel like most do,
yeah,
you're getting a whole different workout. You know, you're feeling pain in certain places of your body that you don't really feel. You know, so me and Gonzo, we were talking about that shit like crazy. We were just like, yo, like it's a cheat code. You know, like what we do on Mondays. You know, it's a free lesson by a pro athlete. You know, like, and I don't think people like really see that because they're like, oh, this is our homie. You know, that we grew up with.
No, for sure. Yeah, because, that's interesting. Because I get it if you're, like, inside of a classroom or even, like, but if you're just outside.
And it made sense why, like, the school tried to charge us because they're probably thinking,
oh,
like,
that y'all are charging
that
them.
we're charging, yeah. So then I was just like,
sense. Yeah.
they tried to charge us once.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and then, long story, but yeah, they did try to charge us, but then they're like, oh, as long as you don't get on the field. And I was just like, bro, we just use the track. That's a public track, you know, like. But yeah,
true.
like I think maybe in their heads they're like, yo, these fools they're seeing 50, 60 people there. They're probably thinking like, damn, these fools are making bread off our field, you know, like. But
we
we're
gotta
not.
make bread too. Yeah.
We're literally not. We don't charge. It's free. And again, like being consistent we're gonna be when this drops will probably be a year. Shit's not easy, you know. And again, we've lived in I think I've been around this industry, like just like fitness and sneakers and all that stuff, where I just see different people come and go, you know, like the cool guy is in this. And I think one thing about us is like, we're very low key in a way. We're very low key. We don't bug anybody and we just stay in our own world, you know?
No, for sure.
Like and I think that's one of our best things is like, bro, like I always tell people when people ask me all the time, like, oh, what you been up to? Staying out the way.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you're never in the way. And I was like, that's why I'm staying out the way, you know, like,
that's an important part.
And I was just like, I don't like, you know, I be bullshitting, talking shit, but most of the time I'm playing around, you know, I'm just me trolling, you know, but we don't bug anybody. We support everybody. We show love to everything, you know, like even yesterday when I went to Luke's, I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to Luke's because I'm busy today, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, yo, like, if it wasn't for Luke, Sean, and Chris, then the kid wouldn't be real, you know? Like, I have to go show love, you know? And it's not that I wasn't going to go, but I even texted him. I'm like, yo, I'll pull up on Wednesday. Yeah. I was just like, slam today. You might be slammed. I was like, I literally told him, I was like, I know how you are on opening weekends, you know? Like, but he was just like, nah, there's no line. Come through. And I was like, all right, bet. Easy. Like, pulled up, chilled for like an hour and a half. But it's that, you know, like I remember the funniest thing when the whole District 1 round 2 thing fucking debacle was going on. So everybody thought that we were going to have some fucking crazy beef because they're fucking opening across the street. They were taking our employees, vice versa, blah, blah, blah. But no, you know, me, Danny, and Simon have a really good friendship. And the first thing I did was when I went there, I posted them up on my personal Instagram. I bought a fucking brand new pair of Travis Mochas. I told them, don't give me a discount. I'll pay full price to support you guys. I was like, we broke a lot of bread through the last 3-4 years. And one of like my good friends in New York, shout out Yaz, she literally commented big dick energy, like posting that store. She's like, that's you showing that you can support a store across the street. Because she knows how I am. She knows that if I rock with you, I'm going to rock with you. And if I don't rock with you, I'm not going to hate you, but I'm just not going to rock with you. And she's like, you going to that store, shouting them out while everybody's telling them not to go there, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just like, that's like a good sign, you know, like a good, you respect them. And I was like, bro, me and Danny and Simon broke bread for years. Like, we were technically in business before we were in business. Like,
yeah, that is a real thing.
Like, and one thing that I think a lot of people don't get is like they respected round 2 too.
For sure.
They made sure round 2 ate first before they ate. So they let us spend all the bread, the budget, boom, boom. Then after that, instead of somebody coming in and being like, no, we don't got bread, District 1 would buy, you know, or I would buy, vice versa, you know, like, but we made sure even them, like if they got a good deal on stuff, like let's say they bought a bulk deal and they'd be like, yeah, you want some? They would give it to me at their cost. So sometimes when you guys would see the crazy pictures around too of like Travis Scott's, fucking Wave Runners, anything, it's because they told us like, yo, you want 40, 50 pairs at this price? Bet, done, thank you. You know? So a lot of people don't get that it was a mutual relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's for sure.
And I think, again, learning that, always showing love. Like, if a homie has a pop-up, if a homie has this, like, it's okay to show love, you know?
Yeah, a post is free, and it doesn't hurt nobody. Unless you care way too much, like, in a negative way. Like, bro, like, it doesn't hurt to show love.
There is sometimes where, like, yo, like, I don't... But, again, if I don't rock with it, I won't post it. Even though you're my homie, I just don't really like it. I'm not going to post it, sorry. You know, but, and that's another thing that I told some of our friends in our group chat. And I'm like, yo, like, if you guys think that something I'm doing is dog shit, please let me know. You know, like, don't gas it up. Like, let me know that, yo, like, what are you doing?
This ain't it, pa.
Yeah, literally. And they're just like, all right, bet. And I was just like, yeah, bro, like, tell me, you know, like, I'm still going to put it out, but I do want the criticism, you know?
Yeah, because it's good for just honesty. Like, oh, okay, like not everything has to be liked.
Yeah.
Like, that's just being honest. Like, not everybody has the same taste, you know?
No, yeah, and the same thing. Like, sometimes I think about it, I'm like, for example, Supreme. I love Supreme. But there is some shirts that I'm just like, bro, this shit is shit.
Yeah. We got some random ass tees.
Yeah, where I'm just like, damn. But, you know, that Supreme is a whole different monster, you know? Like, Supreme can do whatever the fuck they want. They just sold, again, obviously for half, but whatever, you know? To me, this is a skateboard company, a skate shop doing these type of numbers, unheard of, you know?
Yeah, it's a true definition of anything is possible.
Yeah, and same thing, just always seeing the good. Like, a lot of people are always surprised how, like, I'm a big fan of Teddy and Ronnie. And they're like, word? Like, a lot of people, like, that are, like, streetwear guys don't really see these guys as streetwear guys, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, what Teddy's doing on Mulberry, insane. I was like, that community, how they feel part of something, going to get the coffee, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, there's more to it than, like, the just clothes that they're making. And I was like, what Ronnie's doing with all his collabs, the motherfucker's on a Marvel comic, you know, like.
Yeah, he just opened a crazy-ass storefront in Malibu.
Yeah, so it's just like.
Amongst all his other crazy-ass locations.
I was like, yeah, maybe I don't like the kids' clothes, but I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's just like always getting inspiration from somebody. And I think
if you appreciate this world, like, you got to respect it and, like, give your props to the people that are doing it in this economy too. Because this was growing, and both of them, like, and definitely never expected to see it be what it is now. Both Kith and ALD, bro. Like,
yeah, I still remember ALD when I was like, fuck, I don't know what year was it, bro? Like maybe 2015. And Antonello, that ended up with, shout out to him, another person.
Facts.
And I was working with him in Pasadena, and Antonello, he was telling me like, yo, I want to work for this brand. It's called ALD. I think it's going to be the next big thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, he kept gassing this up to me. And it was so simple that I was just like, I don't know if I could rock with it. Like, I didn't know what it was, you know? whatever. So he moves to New York, ends up getting a job at ALD, and to me, I was like, bro, that's a full circle moment. You know, like we were talking about this in Pasadena at a retail store, and you were like, oh, this is my dream job, blah blah blah. And again, you don't really think about it, but then at that moment, he probably wasn't even thinking about it. He's probably like, oh, I got a job at ALD, but he didn't think about what he told me in 2015 about like, yo, this is my dream job. This is what I want to do, blah blah blah.
And he's been with them for.
Well, he recently left.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
But same thing. Like I think when he like sits back and thinks about it, it's like, yo, like I remember telling Chris about this thing in 2015. I ended up doing all these projects for them, blah blah blah.
Facts.
But
yeah, he was a part of a lot of things that they did, a lot of expansion that they had too.
Yeah, and a lot of the projects and all that stuff.
He opened the London store, right? He opened the London store.
Yeah, he was out there, I think. Yeah. That London store is insane. Same thing. I went to that London store. And Anya, Nelson's homegirl, well, my homegirl too, she knew everybody there. So they gave us like a full tour of it.
Oh, sick.
And I was like, bro, this is an insane store. They had like a secret like club lounge downstairs.
Oh, shit.
And I was just like, yeah, they're like, oh, we're going to throw parties here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, bro, I got to fucking do something like this, you know? Like, this shit is insane.
Yeah.
And I think they did the New York store kind of like that. But yeah, it's just like, I think the inspiration behind Syndicate's everything around us.
Yeah, because it's all pieces.
Yeah, it's all certain pieces. I take certain things, like small thing. Fruitcake came from Singapore. He brought Nick Diamond. I would never expect Nick Diamond to come to my fucking store. You know, like this is somebody that I grew up idolizing. Like where I would go to.
It was like a month ago.
It's like a month ago. Yeah. Pulled up.
Yeah.
Looked around. Blah blah blah. Well, Fruitcake's good friends with them, but to me, I was just like, damn, like
that was tight.
that to me, like streetwear, fucking 15-year-old me was like fucking geeking. Where I was like, bro, it's fucking Nick Diamond, you know? Like I used to camp out, and to me, again, the inspo of being around is when they would do a drop, Nick Diamond was there. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever it was, he was there. He would go talk to everybody in the line and dap you up, blah blah blah. And to me, you know, that was sick. Like. The owner of the fucking brand is out there fucking shaking hands.
Not too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like I would pay attention to stuff like that. I always tell people how like Virgil, he would comment on a lot of the shit that people would tag him on. Because I know it would happen to me. If I tagged him on something, he'd put like his little emojis. And that's him being tapped into like everybody. And I wouldn't see it on a lot of shit. Like I would like see Virgil upload emojis. He would mainly only comment emojis.
Yeah.
But if you obviously, I don't know if it was fully him or assistant, whatever. But the fact that they were looking at everything that he was tagged on and comment, to me, I was like, that's sick, you know, because that makes people feel like, oh shit, like he saw my shit, you know.
It's still taking the time to do it.
Yeah. So it's like, again, it's learning from all these little things. When people tag us on something, I try to fucking make sure to fucking go leave fire emojis, hug emojis, twist emojis, you know, something, you know, but it's again being recognized. And I think that's something in this industry, all they want, you know, to see a little bit of recognition, be like a little tap in the back. Sick.
Yeah. That is.
But yeah, it's just like I always find inspiration from certain little dumb things, you know, like everything. Like yesterday I took a picture of my car in a G-Wagon at Equinox. Literally texted Skinny, yo, BMW versus Mercedes t-shirt. Let's work on it. Let's take inspiration from like the 90s, blah, blah, blah. But that picture I posted went from like a picture to hitting Skinny about an idea. And then now we're going to be going back and forth on making a shirt that's going to be technically Mercedes versus BMW. So it's just like little things like that where I'm just like, oh shit. I went to New York the other week, and I saw the New Jersey Devils logo. And I showed DC as I made a whole collection of technically flipping that logo into our own thing, and I was just like, easy.
Just nuts. Does not look easy. I should look nuts.
Yeah, so it's just like, but again, it's just me walking around being like, oh, paying attention, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's not, I feel like a lot of people always tell me like, oh, where do you find it? I'm like, bro, just look around. There's inspiration and everything, you know? Like I go to the gym and I look at everybody and I'm just like, damn, like I need to catch up. Like that's the inspo, you know? Or I see, again, I'm not a fucking world star athlete, but I'm watching the Olympics and I'm like, I gotta run faster. I gotta do this, you know, I gotta lift more, blah, blah, blah.
No,
So-
I think it just shows too, like everybody's different, but if this person can do this or this person can do that, why can't I?
Yeah,
Right.
or why can't I like get to that level? Like I always tell people like, yo, like I think about like when I'm 40 and I was like, I still want to be in shape, you know, I still like, for example, fucking, I saw Deadpool. I saw fucking Hugh Jackman. The man's 55. Looks like that. I was like,
Crazy.
the fuck? Obviously,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of editing, you know, but you see that and you're like, yo, this man's 55. Like, and he looks like, and I get it, you know, he, like I said earlier, like, that's what he does, you know, he works out to
He
be
locked
that
in.
role, you know?
Yeah.
But it's finding inspiration in literally anything. I just like it's not like I'm watching something and I'm just like, all right, cool, dull moment, fucking in 1 year out the other. Like I'm always like paying attention to everything. Even that's how I found out about a lot of music. Watching early 2000s movies, I would listen to. I'm like, oh, it's a good song. Boom. Started doing my research. Oh, this band's kind of sick. But yeah, I mean, that's that. Finding inspo in everything you do helps a lot with consistency, I would say.
No, for sure. Because I mean, it's what becomes a part of you too by getting inspo from other things and like getting a genuine like feel and like for things and learning how you relate to it too. Because sometimes we don't even realize how close we are to certain things.
Yeah, because there's some things that
Yeah.
just don't. Again, like not everything goes with certain people. There's some things that I would like do, and I'm just like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like I've tried certain things, and I'm like, oh, this ain't for me. You know, like it's a little harder.
Yeah, and understanding that because like everything's not for everybody. Also, that's what makes us unique. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, be consistent. It'll pay off. Thank
That's
you guys
true.
for tuning in.
Like, comment,
comment,
subscribe. Laters.